All right, welcome to game 97 in the Senior Open. We've got a player for HOWICK in the white caps and the white sticks, and Hutt Valley High School in the black caps and black sticks. Those colors just help us know which team is which, makes it easier for us to know which team, and definitely easier for the refs to call which team did a foul or got a goal. All right, we've got 30 seconds left on the clock, and when that starts, the game will reset, so it will be 0-0. And it looks like they're just getting ready for that strike there. We can see HOWICK setting up for that, trying. They're going to push off that wall and start kicking to get that strike and win it. All right, 5 seconds left on that clock, and they're getting ready to push off the wall. Let's see who wins this first strike. All right, got some beautiful underwater cameras here so we can see what's happening. And it looks like black, which is a Hutt Valley High, is just winning that strike. All right, and we have got HOWICK there putting up some defense and straight into where that camera is. They're just pushing it off to that wall. And it's looking pretty tight there. Looks like Hutt Valley High is making a breakaway there. And they're trying to look for that supporting player, which is just their number 4. Good job. So they're just pushing it against that wall, edging it closer to that corner so that they can eventually get it into that goal bin. All right, we've got some good laybacks here from HOWICK. Pushing it up into that wall. We can see that's the vice captain there. And they're now bringing it to the opposite end of the pool, driving it to that wall, number 11 in HOWICK. Wow, look at that. That's Kira. She's just bringing it so far down, nearly into the goal bin, and I believe that was a goal. Let's see. The refs have sounded the buzzer, and is that a goal? It is a goal. All 3 of them agree. That was number 1. That was number 11, Kira. Wow, she did a beautiful breakaway there. Was about to go up, but then she stayed under the water, which was a great idea, and she got a goal. The first goal for the team. Good job, Kira from HOWICK. All right, on to that second strike here. Let's see who's going to win it. HOWICK won that strike last time, so let's see who wins it, and it's HOWICK again. Wow, just look at them coming so fast off that pool, kicking that well. Just looking at HOWICK College, and they've got so many year 11s in their team. Great to see. And in Hutt Valley High, it's made up of year 11s, 12s, and 13s. A good mix there. All right, they're just putting it up into that opposite end of the pool, up to the wall, away from the cameras. But HOWICK's just bringing it up near that goal bin. They're trying to see if anyone can make a breakaway and put it right into that goal bin. Number 8 tries there, but we've got just great defense here from Hutt Valley High. And number 6 pushes it into that goal bin. Great job, number 6 from HOWICK. That is Bella. Do the refs agree? Yes, all 3 of them agree it was a goal. Cool. Bella got that goal there, and she should be pretty proud. HOWICK's already got 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes. We can see them subbing out there, meaning there's now fresh legs in the pool for that third strike that they're going to take. And lots of people need a breather there. Both of the teams have some subs there, which is helpful for everyone to just take a break and rest their legs. All right, we've got some great playing down here on the bottom of the pool. We can see the captain there of HOWICK. And we've got some good attacking defense right next to the camera. Thank you for that, guys. All right, let's see what's happening down here. Oh, beautiful. Hutt Valley High has possession of the puck. They're trying to bring it into that goal bin there. But HOWICK's just not letting them have it. So the buzzer has sounded, signaling a call from the ref. So that is illegal, that is stick infringement, and that is against HOWICK. So one of the HOWICK players with their stick tried to drive for that puck, tried to hit the puck, but accidentally hit another player's hand. Whether it was accidental or intentional, it was still a foul, so HOWICK has to be pushed back, meaning that Hutt Valley High gets that advantage puck. So that they start off with the puck to their advantage. And number 6 there is trying to bring it to that goal bin, but number 2 from HOWICK is doing some great defense. That's Aiden. All right, the buzzer has sounded, meaning another ref's call. Let's see what it is. There are 3 refs, so it's always hard to find which one is calling it. But it is against HOWICK. Didn't quite see what it was there, but that means that Hutt Valley High will get the advantage puck. This is where they have possession of that puck, and before And if they touch the puck, that's when the HOWICK people can start playing there. All right, they're bringing it to that wall away from that goal bin. That's smart play there from HOWICK. One of the Hutt Valley High players just have to go in there, grab the puck, and drive it to that goal bin to score their first goal. Can that happen, or is HOWICK's defense just on top? Let's see. Cool. They're just chilling in that corner, but the ref has made a call. So that is stick infringement, and that is against Hutt Valley High. So now Hutt Valley High accidentally hit or intentionally hit another player's hand with their stick, and that's a foul that the ref caught. So HOWICK now gets the advantage puck on this one, and Hutt Valley High is pushed back. This is a great chance here for HOWICK to get the puck and drive it to the opposite end of the pool for their third goal. But Hutt Valley High just want that goal so bad. They're just driving it in, bringing it back to that wall over there. We've got 5 minutes left in the clock, so halfway through the first half. And we've got 2 goals so far, both of them from HOWICK. And Hutt Valley High is just seeking that next goal that they want. All right, let's see if they can drive it out. But we seem to not have a lot of players on that bottom of the pool for a while there. But they've all come back up, and that is in the goal bin. Was it a clean goal from Hutt Valley High? Let's see what the refs have to say. All 3 of them agree, and it was the first goal for Hutt Valley High School. I didn't quite catch what number it was there, but it looked like a team effort. They were all driving into that corner there, and one of the players just made break for it and put it into that goal bin. Great job from whichever player that was. Possibly it could have been number 4 from Hutt Valley High. That's Morgan. He could have driven it into that goal bin, but team effort there. All right, ready for the next strike of the game. Look at that. Hutt Valley High just answered that call there. HOWICK won the strike, but Hutt Valley High was just right there. Number 9 doing some great attacking there. All right, let's see what happened. We've got the buzzer sounding, which indicates a call from the ref. So that is against HOWICK this time. Number 9 did some stick infringing. That's Henrik. So he hit another player's hand or part of their body with his stick when he was trying to go for that with their stick. Yep, or another player's stick. All right, 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see what's happening under the water. And we've got some beautiful playing here by Hutt Valley High, but HOWICK just seems to drive it out to that wall. This is a lot of back and forth, and as you can see, the score is pretty tight, 2-1. Could Hutt Valley High get another goal? The ref has called something, and it is gloving against Hutt Valley High. Now, for those of you watching at home who don't know what gloving is, it's when a player's glove touches the puck. They could either grab the puck with their glove or touch it, and either way, it's gloving and it's a foul, which means that Hutt Valley High has been pushed back, and HOWICK gets that advantage puck. Maybe they could drive it in for a third goal. Who knows? We've got 2.5 minutes left on the clock, and let's see what's happening here. A beautiful drive there from one of the Hutt Valley High players. From one of the HOWICK players, and bringing it to that wall, number 10 from HOWICK. That's Ben. He does a beautiful drive there. But number 7 from Hutt Valley High, the captain, is not letting that happen. Putting up some good defense. All right. They're so close to that goal bin, and we're so close to that person's legs. But let's see what happens here. We've got the buzzer sounding, which means the ref is calling something, and it is a goal. That is the 3rd goal for HOWICK, which they'll be pretty proud of. We've got only 2 minutes left on the clock. Didn't quite catch that number there, but one of the teams got a goal. HOWICK, one of their players got a goal, and it was beautiful breakaway and into that goal bin, which is what they want. So it's now 3-1 to HOWICK. We've got just under 2 minutes there on the clock, and let's see what happens. Hutt Valley High is looking so strong for that. Number 2 from Hutt Valley High, Ali, he just got a beautiful flick there in the strike, and it was amazing for his team. Number 4 does a good layback to number 11, and we've got the buzzer sounding, which means that the ref is making a call, and it is against Hutt Valley High for obstruction. That's when another player intentionally, or could be accidentally, obstructs another player, not letting them come in and touch the puck. All right, and it's a foul. So now HOWICK will be wanting to get that puck. Let's see what happens here. They've got the advantage play. They're wanting to get a fourth goal and only 1 minute left in the game, but Hutt Valley High is hopefully on that bottom for that defense, bringing it to that wall. Great turn there from one of the HOWICK players. And they're just driving it into that goal bin, but number 3 just stops them. Oh, number 4, sorry. That's Morgan. All right. HOWICK is just on that bottom of the pool, just driving to that goal bin. Can they get it in? Wow, that was amazing defense from that player there in Hutt Valley. That was so close to that goal bin, but they just did some great defense there. 30 seconds left on the clock. Can they stop this goal, or can HOWICK drive it in? That is a beautiful drive out there. Number 4 from Hutt Valley, that's Morgan, and HOWICK's just driving into that goal. That was number 9. So that is another goal for HOWICK, and that's number 9. He's the captain, and that's Luke Marshall. We've got 15 seconds left in the clock, and it's 4-1 to HOWICK. Wow, that was a... and now the Chiefs are calling time. They're not bothering with another strike when they've only got around 5 seconds left on that clock. So it is now half time, which means they get a 3-minute break where they talk to their players, talk to the coach, and talk about the plays that happen, the plays that are going to happen, and everything in that game. So I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll come back in just under 3 minutes for that second half. All right, welcome back to the second half of game number 97. We have HOWICK in the white caps, the white sticks, and we have got Hutt Valley High School in the black caps and black sticks. All right, so currently HOWICK is winning with 4 goals, but Hutt Valley High is fighting their own with 1 goal. So let's see if they can bring that score up. We've got 10 seconds left until the first strike of the second half. We can see Hutt Valley High getting ready. All right, got 1 second left, and the buzzer has just sounded, indicating the start of the first strike. Hello, Flippers, and wow, Hutt Valley High wins that first strike, bringing it to that wall. But we've got some good defense here by HOWICK. All right, Hutt Valley High players just trying to lay it back to each other, but that one HOWICK player is not letting that happen. We've got some great defense here. We need more HOWICK supporting players. Lots of them look like they're behind the puck and not in front of it, which is what we need. All right, and we're doing a beautiful breakaway there. Number 12 from HOWICK. Wow, that's a beautiful drive there from Evie, and she's just driving it straight into that goal bin. Wow, it's been less than a minute into the second half, and we've already got a goal there. And I believe that was from HOWICK, and it might have been Evie or Kira, one of those two. Either way, it was a beautiful drive and a beautiful goal. Unfortunately, Hutt Valley High just didn't have those players on the bottom to stop that goal from happening, and it's now 5-1. All right, 9 minutes left on the clock, and the buzzer has sounded to signal that strike. So we've got them coming together. Wow, neither of them won that one. I think it was a pretty close call. Great defense here from number 8 in Hutt Valley High. That's Zach. And number 9 from HOWICK, just driving it to that wall. That's the captain. That's Luke again, just bringing it to that wall. And we've got some great defense here from Hutt Valley High, just breaking through. There's at least 3 players down there, and that one Hutt Valley High player just went through them all cleanly and got that puck. All right, let's see what's happening here, other than the ref's flippers. Oh my God, Hutt Valley High has the puck. They're just trying to drive it all the way into that goal bin, but we've got some great defense here from HOWICK, bringing it to that wall. All right, 2 minutes in, and we've already scored a goal. Let's see if Hutt Valley High can score a one, or the first one for the second half. Wow, beautiful flick there from number 4. That was amazing. That was Courage. That was Hutt Valley High, which means that was Morgan. That was a beautiful flick. It was nice and long, and it went straight into that goal bin. Beautiful catch by that goalman, by that goal bin, and Morgan just got that goal. So it's now 5-2 to HOWICK, but Hutt Valley High will be happy with that second goal. They could make a comeback here. 7.5 minutes left. They could get 3 goals or even 4 goals to win the game. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. It's on Hutt Valley High side, but there's lots of contesting from HOWICK. Oh, look at them just floating on the bottom. I think here they forget that they're supposed to actually kick with their flippers to use that momentum, that power to break through it. All right, the buzzer sounded, meaning that it's a call by the ref. Let's see what they're calling. So it is stick infringement against HOWICK. No? Yep. It's against HOWICK here, which means that Hutt Valley High... So it's against HOWICK, which means Hutt Valley High get the advantage puck on this one, meaning that they get to start with it. They have possession of the puck. And let's see what's happening. Here we go. Beautiful flick by number 7 there in Hutt Valley High. That was Isla, the captain. And got some good laying back here by HOWICK. Just doing some great kicks there and dragging it all the way to the other side of the pool. Can they get it in the goal bin? But Hutt Valley High is just defending players there. That was a good flick there by Morgan, trying to pass to one of his players, but there was unfortunately no supporting players down there. Can't quite see what's happening there in the blind spot, but there's lots of contesting going on. Oh wow, that was a beautiful flick there by can't quite see, but it was from the HOWICK team, and look at them just contesting it. Number 12 gets it in that goal bin. Do all 3 refs agree it was a goal? And they do. So the number 12 from HOWICK, that's Evie Hollyman. So Evie got another goal, I believe. That might be 2 goals for them, or 3 even. Either way, we've got 6 goals for HOWICK and 2 for Hutt Valley High. Just over 5.5 minutes left in the second half of the game. There will surely be more goals, and let's see if Hutt Valley High can get a goal here, make a bit of a comeback. All right. They seem to just be contesting that puck there, going back and forth. Wow, but we've got some strong players there from Hutt Valley High. Number 8 does a beautiful flick there from Hutt Valley High. I believe that's Zach. And number 4 from HOWICK just go driving through all those players. That's Courage. And wow, look at that. Beautiful flicks there. Oh my God. I don't know if you can tell, but I love seeing flicks in the pool, especially when it's in the goal bin like we saw before by Hutt Valley High. All right, beautiful layback number 8 to number 6 in Hutt Valley. Can number 6 get into the goal bin? Not quite. They didn't drive for it. Tried to look for that supporting player, but there was no one there. But number 9 from Hutt Valley High had a chance there, but there was just some great defense there from HOWICK. The buzzer has sounded. Meaning there was a call by the ref, but obviously they continue playing on, wasn't a call. All right. Just bringing it to that wall there, one of the HOWICK players, and just passing it to their teammates, but Hutt Valley intercepts that and tries to bring it to their end of the pool. There doesn't seem to be many players on the bottom. Half of them are just watching the game like I am. They might want to get down on the bottom of that pool there and score a goal for their team. Number 4 just breaking through it. Can Hutt Valley High get it to the opposite end of the pool? HOWICK's doing some beautiful things. They're just near the goal bin, but number 4 does a beautiful flick out. Look at that. So many, just goes back and forth and back and forth. We've got a call from the ref here. Let's see what they have to say. And it is against Hutt Valley High. Number 8. I don't quite know what's happening with their gloves there, but there was number 8 from Hutt Valley High. They did a foul. That's Zach. So now Hutt Valley High is pushed back, and the advantage puck goes to HOWICK. Let's see if they'll use this to get a goal. It's right near that goal bin, so let's see what's going to happen. Looks like they're just trying to drive it out to that wall. Hutt Valley High is pretty keen on them not getting goal, but I think HOWICK wants the opposite. Oh my god. Beautiful breakaway there from Hutt Valley High, bringing it to that wall. The ref has called something, and they're talking, which is never a good sign. So I think number 2 just got a warning there, which is when that's from Hutt Valley High School. So number 2 is Ali. He obviously did a foul, and the ref deems it enough to give him a warning. So if he does that again, he can be possibly in the sin bin for a minute or 2 or even longer. We've only got 2.5 minutes left in the game. Let's see what's going to happen. Is HOWICK going to get a goal? Can they lay off to one of the players? But it's not quite in that goal bin. We've just got those those numbers down for Hutt Valley High, and there's a beautiful breakaway there, flick into the goal bin. Let's see, is it? Okay. So they have not called a goal yet. Instead, they've called a ref timeout, which is when all 3 refs talk to each other. So they could award a penalty goal, they could award a goal, or they could do a sin bin. So apparently, a headshot might have happened there, something dangerous. So they're just having a little talk, a little chit-chat, just to see what they're going to call. Pretty professional. All right, and we've got some finger pointing, which is always... Oh, and they're talking to another player. Possible sin bin. Maybe number 7 flicks it into another player's head. Or they might be asking if she's the victim here. And I think she is. We have got a sin bin. Let's see what number is going out. I believe that's number 2 there. Great. So number 2 had some unsportsmanlike conduct. He got, and now he's in the sin bin. I'm not sure for how long. I would think 2 minutes. And I believe there's only around 2 minutes left on the clock, so he might be out for the whole game. So that's number 2 from HOWICK. He'd be pretty bummed that he's out, but that's Aiden, and he's out in the sin bin, which is where players go after they fouled, and the refs deemed it dangerous enough to put them in the sin bin to teach them a lesson in the naughty corner. All right, we've got 2 minutes left on the clock, so Aiden will be back maybe when there's 10 seconds left on the clock. So HOWICK is only playing with 5 players in the pool, whereas Hutt Valley High have 6. Means more fresh legs, more people, and that is gloving against Hutt Valley High School. So one of the players touched the puck with their glove or something like that, and the ref saw that and called it up, which means that now HOWICK has that advantage puck. Let's see if HOWICK can bring it to the opposite end of the pool to score a 7th goal, or will Hutt Valley High get some great defense and drive it right into that goal bin? All right, they're just taking the puck there, and some good defending here from Hutt Valley High. Just going through all of it, but we've got a good drive by number 8 there from HOWICK, number 9 maybe. All right, and let's see what's happening here. All right, so they're driving it to that goal bin, hoping for a goal. Let's see if they can get it. That's HOWICK. There's only 5 players, yet they're still driving, and it's so close to the goal bin. Did they get it in? And that is the goal. That is the puck in the goal bin. And all 3 refs agree it was a goal. So that is very impressive. HOWICK, with only 5 players, got a goal. Number 8 probably got that goal from HOWICK, and let's call them out. That is a beautiful goal there from number 8 there in HOWICK. And that is, so it's now 7-2 to HOWICK. We've got 30 seconds left on that clock. They're about to get 6 players in 20-ish seconds. And let's see if there could be another goal in only 20 seconds left on that clock. Wow, beautiful strike there. Let's see if Hutt Valley High can just race it into that goal bin. They've got 15 seconds to put it into that goal bin. Can they do it? 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh, and I'm believing it's not looking like they'll get a goal in 5 seconds. We've got some great defense there from HOWICK. Oh my God, 1 second left in the clock, and that is time. The refs have called it, and that is the end of the game. So the final score is 7-2 to HOWICK. They've got. It was a great game. Both teams really fought, and HOWICK just ended up with that win there. They all did very well, and it was exciting to watch. See you in the next game.